Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Today I am here with the September swap. This is our PenPal card kit. This kit is going to be a super simple kit. The idea was that you could take this kit and just grab your glue and go and make, you can do it exactly how your partner designed it, or you can use the items and make it your own style. This kit is going to be a very thin, crisp kit. The idea is that you can take it with you on an airplane or a car ride, or you're at your in-laws' house and they've all gone to bed and you're looking for something to do. So that's what this is. They're going to be easy, simple cards that you design. There is no theme to the cards. There's just required elements. I was in a Christmas mood, so my cards are going to be Christmas theme. You can do Halloween. You can do stamped flowers if you like to color. You can do spring, Easter, Flag Day. I don't care what your theme is. You can do shabby chic. You can do clean and simple. Whatever theme you are comfortable doing, go ahead and make that. Just remember, we don't want anything too complicated because we want your partners to be able to do this kit in less than, 30 minutes or so. So keep that in mind. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get some of the housekeeping. You guys can just cheat and kind of read ahead if you want to. But we need some housekeeping done. It is going to be due by September 28th. Okay, that is a Saturday. So please have your swap done and completed by that Monday or Tuesday, so that way you can get it in the mail by Saturday. My life is about to get super hectic, so I need all of these to come in by a certain time. So if you're late, then that's going to hold up everything, and please don't be late. Okay, September 28th. If you need to mark it on your calendar to do the week before, please do so, but there it is. Okay. Return shipping, as always, is $8. I return your swaps in the 9x12 padded flat rate envelope. That is $8. It's easier for me. It's easier for you guys. We're not worrying about a penny here, a penny there. It's just $8. You can send that via PayPal or Zelle, which is mcgillswife@hotmail.com. You can send a check or a money order, or if you absolutely have to, you can send cash. I would not recommend that, but get this return shipping however you can. You're going to be in groups of 3, so you're going to make and send 2 complete sets. Okay. Making one for me is not required. It's definitely appreciated, but it's not required. The only thing I ask is that if you don't make one for me, just make your packaging easy, accessible, so that way I can easily open it and show what you made, and I don't have to damage anything for your other partners. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit backwards. We're going to start with packaging. So mine are going to come in this cute little acetate box. And yes, this tiny little box holds my entire 4-card kit. The trinkets, everything. You'll see at the end. I'm going to put it in there as we go. Packaging. So I know you guys are going to ask me. That box actually came from Stampin' Up. It is called the acetate card boxes. Item number 144628. You do not have to use these acetate boxes. I had them in my stash. It looked really great, professional, so that's what I chose to use. I know jadedblossoms.com sells the acetate boxes. You can make an acetate box. You can make a cardstock box. You can use a bag with a topper. Whatever you want, use your packaging. The only thing I ask is to keep it thin and slim. So that way this is easy. You could throw this in a backpack, throw it in your purse, you're good to go. The second biggest thing with packaging, please, please, please label your packaging. I am horrible with this. I forget. I put my labeling on the outside packaging, but sometimes I don't put it on the inside, so it's kind of hard. The reason why it is so important to label everything is because when we get to making the projects and we're like, oh yeah, I'm using these elements from I don't know. I honestly don't know who I got these from. They're beautiful elements, so when I go to use them, I'm not going to know who they're from. Okay, so always write your name somewhere on there. Again, I'm horrible with that, so that is my new goal, to brand everything. And I should go ahead and use it because I have this gorgeous logo that Betty Roberts made me. I purchased it from her, so brand it. Now, these little labels here, these are your run-of-the-mill address labels. These are the Avery 18160s. This is my favorite one. They're very easy. It's already, if you use Microsoft Word, you click on labels. This is the first one that pops up. It's very simple to do. I just printed these at home. It just says handmade by my name. It has my Facebook page and my YouTube. Yours does not have to be fancy like this. You can hand write it on a label, print it off, you know, just something to have your name on it. Okay, so that is the packaging. Like I said, you can use a box, a store-bought box, a handmade box, a bag, you know, however fancy you want to make it, but just make sure it's thin and crisp. Okay, so the swap for each of your partners, you are going to have enough product in there for your partners to make 4 of the same card. Okay, now that doesn't mean your partner is going to absolutely make 4 of the same exact card, but they have the option to do 4 of the same card, or they can, you know, add their own stash, make it their own thing, however they want to do. But we want to make sure you have enough for 4. So the cards have to be A2 size or bigger. So that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 or bigger. Okay. So what is required? You have to make 1 sample card. Okay. So this is not part of your 4 items for your partners. This is just a sample, so that way they know exactly how the card is supposed to look if they choose to do your sample. So this is mine. I was so excited for this. I thought it was so beautiful. I just love it. So that is my sample card. With your sample card, you do need to have the matching envelope. And on the envelope, you do want to make sure that your partner is still able to mail it. So you want a flat element. I just cut out another snowflake. You can do a snowflake, a sticker, a stamp, a strip of paper, whatever. Just something easy that they can still mail your card, okay? On the inside, you are going to be required to do the inside layer, because you guys know I'm a stickler with naked cards. I want my card to have clothes on it. So, and inside needs to have an element as well. You don't want a 3D element on the inside. You want a nice flat element. I did another snowflake. You can do some stamping. You know, you can add a strip of paper, whatever the case may be, but just put some clothes on your card. Okay, there you go. So I packaged my sample card. I just tucked in the flap of my envelope and stuck my card in there, and I stuck it in a clear bag. If you don't have the clear bags, don't worry about it. You can still participate. I just have the clear bags, and I just, you know, wanted to put it in there. Okay, so there's that. Let me tuck this inside so you guys can see my packaging, okay? So on my card, so you are required to have 4 card bases cut and scored. Here are my card bases. I just used Very Vanilla from Stampin' Up. There's 4 bases, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mine are just the standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, opening right to left. You can do from bottom to top, however you want your cards to open. That's up to you. So 4 bases. My color palette is cream and gold. If you are doing spring flowers and you want your bases to be yellow, purple, pink, that's fine. But mine, I just wanted them, you know, the kind of monochromatic look. So I have 4 bases, 4 envelopes. I went ahead and put the snowflake on all 4 of my envelopes for my partner. I just was starting to glue and realized, oh wait, I probably should have let my partners do it, but I already did it. So you can add your elements on the envelopes, or you can leave them in your trinket bag for your partners. These are store-bought envelopes. You can do store-bought, you can do handmade. Okay, so that's my envelopes. Again, like I've already explained, keeping your matching elements flat so they can still go in the mail. Okay, so next, your cards must have 2 layers. Okay, 2 layers to your cards. So as you guys saw, mine had a gold layer and an embossed layer. Okay, so here's my layers pack. Okay, I have first and foremost my inside layers. So those go inside my card. I've already inked the edges because I don't know what supplies my partners have. They may not have the ink that I used, and so whatever you used on your sample card, you need to make sure you either include it, or, you know, if it's something common that every crafter should have. But don't take for granted, not everyone has a full craft room. Okay, so those are my inside layers. Now my outside layers are gold foil and this embossed layer here. Okay, this is a Tim Holtz 3D embossing folder. Snowflakes. I didn't ink the edges or anything. I left it plain. I thought it was pretty just the way it was. So I cut my layers to size that I used here, and then my inside layers. Okay, so that's my layers pack. Now your layers, they can be pattern paper, they can be foil paper, they can be, you know, a second color. Just make sure you have the 2 layers. If you use an embossed layer, you need to go ahead and emboss them like I did there. Okay. Next, you need to have embellishments. All right. So with your embellishments, you need to have at least 2 elements on your card. You know, make it really nice. Make it a wow card. So mine has 2 elements, a 3D element, and a sentiment. Okay, so you need to make sure your card is more than just layers and a 3rd card on top. We don't want that. We want some die cuts. Whoa. Okay, sorry about that. You need to put some die cuts or hand stamped flowers, or, you know, something. It needs to have substance. Okay. So in my substance pack, I have die cuts. So I have die cut 4 snowflakes. For each person. Sorry, my packaging didn't want to come undone. So I did the snowflake so they can have a snowflake. I also did the reindeer in gold, and I did the reindeer in the very vanilla. Just in case my partners want to change it up. Maybe they just want all gold. Maybe they're not going to use this vanilla layer. Maybe they're just going to do all gold monochromatic. You know, so I did both for my partners, and I only did 1 snowflake. So there's 4 snowflakes, 4 cream, and 4 gold reindeer for my elements. Now my Noel, you can do a hand stamped element if you want to stamp it on a banner, or just, you know, stamp a lot of different phrases so that way your partner can pick and choose. Maybe you're doing a spring-like card and you want it to be a thinking of you or happy birthday. You can hand stamp a ton of sentiments if you want. Like for instance, since mine's Christmas, I could stamp, you know, just all of these Christmas sentiments, and they can use that instead of Noel, or they can use it on the inside if you want. So my Noel is in here. So I have cut out the Noel for all 4 cards, and also this is my inside snowflake for my inside layer. I used a couple of sequins, so I just gave my partner about a teaspoon. Let me see. Yep, I did 2/2, so I did a whole teaspoon of sequin mix. I just packaged it in a clear bag with some glitter washi tape to make it a little cuter. You don't have to give your entire bottle of sequins, you know, just a teaspoon works. A teaspoon's a lot. That's only a teaspoon. So that way, I actually gave silver and gold in case, you know, they want to do some other mix. Okay, so that's the requirements. So again, to recap, 4 envelopes, 4 bases, 2 layers, and embellishments, 1 3D, which can be sequins, gems, or if you want to do bows, rosettas, whatever. And you need to have some die cuts or a sentiment, you know, just a wow factor. Okay, so that's gonna go in there too. Now, I know you're like, well, where does the PenPal part come in? I'm about to tell you that. So the PenPal part is just that. You're going to answer a series of questions in the form of, you can do like a form of a currently, or a form of like a zine, which is like a magazine about yourself. You can just write it on, you know, a beautiful piece of stationery, however you want to do it. I printed my logo out on some cardstock and I hand wrote it just to show you a very simple way to do it. You know, get as creative as you want. I saw some really cool zines where people actually made their own little mini like magazine about themselves. So it's super cool. You can do like an accordion book and then write all this stuff in there, or you can just do something simple like this. So on the front, I have my logo, which is me, and on the back. So on the back, you want to answer the following questions: your name, your social media name, if you use your social media. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, I don't care. Whatever you have, do that. Okay, so you need to answer the following questions, and I'll have them typed out for you. But the following questions. Number 1, your favorite all-time movie. Mine is Drop Dead Fred. It's hilarious. I love it. Number 2, your favorite all-time TV show. Mine is The Wonder Years. I'm rewatching it right now. I love it. You know, Fred Savage, Be Still My Heart. Number 3, your favorite all-time cartoon character. Mine is Helga from Hey Arnold, because she was so mean but in love with Arnold, and I've been there. So that's my favorite one. Your crafting style. Mine is, oh, I like to say clean and simple, but if you guys ever watch Tamika from Scrap the World, she says all the time, I'm extra. I am a little extra. So my style is clean and extra. I like crisp lines, like hence this box. Okay, so number 5 is, what is your local fun thing to do? We have the Idaho Scrapbooking Show. Shout out Idaho Scrapbooking Show. It's like the expo, but it's on the local scale. We have local vendors. It's really great. You know, also some of the major vendors are there too, but I just love mixing local and chain vendors. It was really fun. So if you guys have a local event that you love going to every year, if I was in Delaware, my local event would be the Peach Festival. It's everything about peaches. It's great. I love it. It's on a farm. Okay. And then after that, you need to do a currently. So right now, what are you currently doing? So what are you currently reading? I'm reading The Sun Is Also a Star. It is so good already. It's a movie as well in theaters, but I like to read the book first. What are you currently watching? I'm watching the Golden Girls because Golden Girls are life. I'm not gonna lie, I watch Golden Girls every single day. I know all the episodes by heart. I love it. Next, what project are you working on besides this one? I am getting ideas for a Halloween YouTube hop that I am in. More details to follow later. And what are you currently thinking of? I'm currently thinking of if I'm brave enough to do another craft show. I've never done a craft show here in Idaho, but I've done craft shows before. One was amazing, one was a flop, so I haven't decided if I'm going to do it again. So that's what I'm thinking of. So yeah, so you're going to answer those questions, be as fancy or as extra as you want, or you can be as simple like I am. Sorry, I have my little tool in my hand. I almost threw it on the thing. You can just be as simple as handwriting. For whoever gets this, I'm going to do this a little nicer, but I just wanted to show you an example of a simple, quick thing. Okay, so that goes in there like so, and box is closed. Okay, so here is my kit. Now, there is one more element that you have to include, and that is a goodie. Okay, so I know we get in our heads about, okay, what goodie should I send? Now, remember in the beginning, I said everything that you used on your card needs to be in this packaging. I used this gel ink pen. So I'm going to include a gel ink pen for my partner. This gel ink pen, it was a pack of 6 for like $4, so it's not that expensive. I was going to use Wink Stella, but I didn't want to pay $7 per swap. So I didn't use Wink Stella. I used the inexpensive gel pen. Okay, so you can gift a gel pen. You can gift, you know, a pack of brads. You can gift, you know, anything you want. Some flowers. You can gift washi tape. So yeah, so just a small gift. The $2 bin at Michael's is a great place to get a little goodie. And now a goodie is something small. It's just a little extra. It's not the whole cake. It's just a little sliver of the cake. You can give sequins, you know, so anything like that, just add an extra little goodie in there. My pen doesn't fit, so I was planning on like maybe tying it around the box. I don't know yet, but that's what I was planning on doing. You can do the same thing. I figured the pen is twofold because they can color the edges of the reindeer like I did, or they can also use the pen and write inside, and PenPal pen, it works out. So that is the swap. If you have any questions, please message me before you click going. Once you click going on the event, you are locked into the event. There is no going back. You're saying, I'm absolutely 100% going to do the swap on time. If you're not sure, click maybe and ask your questions. All right, guys, that's the swap. Bye.